Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm ready? So ready. I'm so revved up.
You know what's hilarious? There's been nonstop talk in chat about poutine, and now I'm like super craving poutine.
I'm fired up about that, really.
But they do bring up a good point. Is the curds what makes the poutine, or
it needs to, like,
is it just cheese and gravy?
Teeth. It needs to like squeak when you bite it. That's what I was told when I was in Montreal. It's gonna squeak.
Dude, that's a great call. I hadn't actually considered that was a factor in it. Let me put this up here.
Well, you're learning things already.
Hey, everybody.
10 seconds in, and you're learned.
Hey,
welcome.
We officially took over Runaway Four and Bonus Stages stream. It's official takeover by the Retrologists.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? How is it that we got asked to be doing this? I don't know.
This is important. 3 ingredients. You just need to make sure those 3 ingredients are quality. Really?
Totally. Yeah. It's like a pizza. The less ingredients you have, the more important that they are all good. A simple margarita pizza.
Yeah, but I think what There's No Easy Mode is suggesting is that you have to have good quality in order to make a proper poutine. And I would beg to differ. I'm okay with terrible quality, but high quantity.
Well, no? We don't want to get into this debate right away.
I don't think so. Hey, everybody. Well, we are the Retrologists.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a show where we celebrate all things retro, everything from Saturday morning cartoons, video games, video game music. What else do we do, Danny? We
just did a Mario night where we watched the whole Super Mario Brothers movie from the 90s featuring Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo as the Mario Brothers. Wednesday night, we got smoked by There Is No Easy Mode in a rather raucous Mario Kart 8 tournament.
Can I note something, though? Josh from Runaway 4, he was number 1 on almost every race in that.
We're talking up that guy too much already. We can't give him another ammo fuel. We don't want to fuel that fire too much.
No, but we're
already doing his album
Josh.
Release.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to There's No Easy Mode, because that's who we have to reap our vengeance against. Is There's No Easy Mode, and Josh. We need to find a way of breaking his leg, or I don't know. It makes no difference. How do you metaphorically hurt
Let's give him some drifted
Mario
Joy-Cons.
Kart? Yeah, I'll send somebody
pre-warranty replacement Joy-Cons he'll have to use.
With drift? Oh yeah, drift.
All the drift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we do, and we've been asked by the team to come and hang out with you guys and launch this album, which, to be honest, I've been listening to, and man, it's not just because I'm hosting this, but it is really good, man. Totally. It sounds so 100%. Good. It hits all the right nostalgia.
Yeah. There's some good tracks on there, and a good variety of tracks.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, there's a bunch of games that I never even played that were covered. So I'm really excited for everyone. Yeah. If you haven't heard it yet, you're in for a treat. I would suggest,
before we bring the guys in, I would suggest if you got opportunity between now and us pressing play on this stuff, because we're going to be listening to it obviously tonight. If you got opportunity to be listening through some good headphones, if you've got some good speakers in front of you, crank them up. If you can put it on your TV and have us up on the old 60-inch. Weird sentence. Then that would be great as well. And then it would be even more fun, now that I think about it, if you were able to take little selfies of yourself watching this stream with the guys and maybe post that up and tag the guys in it, so they've got a lot of stuff to repost, because this is a party, guys. This is a party.
This is a wild ride, a wild adventure we're all on.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I'm gracious we're here, and man, let's do it. Let's have some fun tonight.
Can I ask one question, though? I thought about this last night, and I just want to get Chat's opinion here really quickly. When you take a quick sip of water in the house, sorry, this is a debate between my wife and I just need to bring it up right now. When you take a quick sip of water in the house, will you drink from the kitchen faucet or the bathroom faucet? Or are they both the same? Chat, I need your help on this.
It's all pipes.
I know it's all pipes. That's how I feel. It's fine. But if you're taking a little quick sip, if you're going under the faucet to take a sip of water, I need to know the kitchen. Okay, Al. Okay.
I don't see the difference.
You've done both. Bathroom faucet.
Making me thirsty though.
Flaming Dorditos. Specifically bathroom. Like, you won't use the kitchen. Like, it's different. Oh, the kitchen, bathroom. Maybe it is poll time. Oh my goodness.
Well, isn't it like you're supposed to like put your toothbrush in a drawer, because when you flush the toilet with the seat up, all the particles go in the air? So perhaps it might not be a good idea to drink out of the toilet.
They proved that on Mythbusters that's not the case.
I thought they proved they did it.
No, I don't. No, I'm pretty sure they said they didn't.
It's like splashing up and everything. Splashing up.
If I'm going to use the water to brush my teeth, for those of you that do brush your teeth, if I'm going to use that water from the you drink water from the shower. Well, that's a new challenger has entered. Okay.
Well, actually, that's a good anecdote. So, the last apartment we had, when we moved in, we're doing like the inspection you do when you get a place. They walk you around, they make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
The realtor leaves. I'm going in the main bathroom there, and I'm looking at the toilet, and I'm like, wow, what is this thing? And I pull on this lever on the side of the toilet, and I got sprayed in the mouth with a bidet.
Oh.
And then I found out that bidets that aren't just your Italian babysitter that has like the second trough of toilet. There's actually a plastic one that mounts to your toilet, and that sprayed me right in the mouth. Right in the mouth.
And so would you go back for secondsies or no?
Well, no, actually.
Oh, you wouldn't?
Because you don't know what went in there. You don't know what went in there. You don't. Anyhow.
So we have the kitchen, the bathroom, the shower, and now a bidet. Okay.
It's just normal toilet water. It's all the same.
Oh, that's fine.
It's just toilet water.
If you flush it twice,
no big deal.
Flush it twice, it's fine.
No big deal at all. It's just in my mouth. It's no big deal. No big deal.
We're taking a left turn here.
Toilet.
Very awkward. Okay. So you know who we are. We really quickly here, because we want to bring the guys in. We always try to have little segments on our show where we explore new things, and whether it's social links or just touch base on pop culture. But Danny said that he's got something kind of interesting happening.
Oh, PJ, I got something for you. I got something for everyone. Very informative. A very informative video that I found. Very quick, but very informative.
Okay.
And I know. PJ's never seen it. Here it comes.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, man.
So in tasting, what we do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm going to invert the spoon. Cover all 9,000 taste bud. Aerate it. Warm it up. Driving up that top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 10, everyone.
It's a
so
10.
in tasting,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm coming clean. We've all seen this before. PJ's seen it before, but I love it so much.
Yeah.
I even love it at
what?
half speed.
We do is take a small amount right off the top. It doesn't take much. That's the warmest part right here. I'm going to invert the spoon.
Okay.
Cover all 9,000 taste buds.
Oh yeah, what a time to end. You're right. Good time to enter the stream here, guys.
Driving up that
Like he
top
gets a little
milk,
sweat up there. He's like, oh,
that
yeah.
cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners.
This hurts my face thinking about this.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. All right, and one last.
We're good.
If I need your...
Oh,
What do you
man. Get out of here. Get out of here.
There you go.
Auto playing my favorite YouTube videos. Yikes. So yeah, that's Ice Cream Taster Man. He was all the rage in like the 90s, I want to say. Maybe the early 2000s, and he was on the news shows, and he could taste any ice cream and be like, "Oh, that's Breyers. Wow, that's Breyers."
He could tell the difference.
He would always brag that he has he insured his tongue for $1 million or something like that. But that video is just too funny, and I love it. And you're welcome, PJ. I know you've never seen that before, but I just wanted to see your face when you thought it was going to be actually something informative and fun and cute.
That always makes me cringe. only because I don't have a small gold spoon like that. Well, why don't we bring the guys in? You want to do that?
Yes.
Everybody's here. Everybody's here to listen to the music. Everybody's here to appreciate these guys. They're not here to see us in particular, but we.
Totally. Yeah.
But let's
if you would indulge us though, I feel like this isn't a Zoom call at work. We want to get a little bit get deep with these gentlemen, and I think we want to bring in one in at a time to just get a little taste. You don't want to have the whole drink all at once.
Well, maybe not.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in one at a time, and they're gonna we're gonna ask them a question that they then have to tell us back, truthfully, honestly, and accurately.
Okay.
Who do we bring in first, PJ?
Why don't we bring in? Let's bring in Allan.
Allan.
Okay. Oh, yikes! Well, Alan's not there. Oh, there he is. That was great. He's hiding. He's hiding to the left, folks. That was amazing.
Those were fun all along.
That was amazing. When I clicked on you, I was like, wait, did he just run to the bathroom? Did he go somewhere? I don't know where he went to. That's amazing.
What's up?
Let's ask him. I've got a few questions here. Why don't we do, I'll ask, what is the weirdest thing within arm's reach of you? And give me a bit of a backstory on it.
Oh. See, that's a problem. There's several things.
Arm's reach. You cannot stand up.
Arm's reach. Okay. I lifted myself up.
No worries.
That's okay.
This is a duck.
Oh.
Made out of clay, not clay.
Yeah.
And my friend gave it to me just because that's what she does. And my mom put it together, and now I have it.
Rad.
It's just a duck.
That's
Perfect.
cool.
Perfect.
Well, it's not just a duck. It's a duck made with love.
It's the duck.
It's the
love
duck.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Doughty right now.
Doughty.
There we go. Boom. Doughty, welcome, bud.
What's up, Doughty?
You got a question, Danny, for him?
Doughty, without telling us what it actually is, describe with textures and tastes the last thing you ate.
Whoa.
The chat has to guess.
It was hot.
Ooh.
It was
Banana. I like that.
it was saucy.
It was saucy?
It was saucy.
Yeah.
It was cheesy.
Banana still counts.
Hot,
banana-
saucy, cheesy.
Yeah.
Like, what do we think, chat?
A Hot Pocket. Somebody's saying Hot Pocket. Pizza.
Banana flavor Hot Pocket.
A burrito.
Burrito. Pasta.
Oh,
Reno pasta.
Nice.
love it.
But
I
delicious.
know my hot, cheesy,
Fair.
saucy things.
Fair.
That's for sure.
I love it. Awkward, but yes, perfect. It could have said Italian. That would be too much of a giveaway, maybe. Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
So
Still going with the love duck.
we
I'm in.
so we don't have Chris here. We don't have McKnight here. Yet.
He's having tech issues, I think.
Is he having a bit of tech issues? Okay. Let's
so.
let's bring in Josh. The final of the R4 for the moment. Here we go. The famous Josh. Oh,
the last runaway.
yes. Yeah. I'll move you over there. The last of the Runaways.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Awesome.
Nice.
Perfect. What's
Danny,
up?
you got a question for Josh?
All right, Josh, if you could kick anyone out of the band, who would it be? No,
I don't think I have to do that.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
One of them didn't make it.
Would it have been
The
crazy?
decision has been made for me. I wouldn't have the authority to do that.
Surprise,
We're a
everybody.
democratic,
That's fair.
organization here.
It would have been funnier if he literally just spit out a word without even thinking. He was just that is who I would kick out of this band.
Okay,
that could have backfired
I'm kidding.
severely.
I'm kidding. You have a movie based on your life. Who is playing you?
Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Good choice. Good
Yeah.
choice.
That's
I've got an
Breaker
apple.
High. Who didn't love Breaker High?
Wow, I think
Yes.
Boo Man
Oh,
actually
Breaker High.
he called it. He called it pretty quick.
He did. That's amazing.
Nice.
Wow. Wow.
We don't give out pity points on this channel, though.
I absolutely love it. Do we have a temp? Somebody's saying, do we have a temp McKnight tonight?
Oh
Yes, we
man.
don't have a temp McKnight.
We need to stand in like a
He's
body
missed.
double.
Andre's in the chat.
Well,
Have some chat, please.
well, I think it's pretty good. How are you boys doing? You feeling good about tonight? We're gonna get to the music in 1 minute. I just want to get a feel for how you guys are doing. You ramped? That's even a term?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also like I had pasta for lunch or dinner, and I ate it all very quick in order to be here.
Oh,
Just
no.
got in just before you guys went live, pretty much, and I'm gonna feel a little bit of a carb coma, but otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty psyched.
Awesome.
Nice. The build. You guys have all been pretty busy. Josh in particular was doing the VGM together last weekend, and that looked like it went off brilliantly. Whatever happened behind the scenes, I don't know, because it looked amazing on the surface. So, great job.
Yeah, it's all just a shiny veneer over a lot of greasy cogs and things like that. Yeah.
Well, that's what everything really is these days. So true.
For sure.
But you guys have been building up to this for a long time, and the production started when?
Oh gosh, Allan, when did you start recording drums? Like September 2019?
September 2019.
Yeah.
Like beginning
We
of September,
basically-
end of August.
Yeah, because we had like just come back from our tour with Kirby's Dream Band.
Yep.
Which was a
You
lot
want-
of fun.
You want to evolve into Ryan Goose. Nice.
Ryan Goose. Untitled Ryan Goose game.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
He's in the movie adaptation, Ryan Goosling.
And you guys chose now to release this. And was there a specific reason for the nowish, or was it was done? We got to get it out.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, taking as long as we did with an album. I mean, self-producing it and all, but like, you know, it was done, and we wanted to put it out this year. Last year was kind of, a throwaway. So,
True.
not that we were waiting or anything like that. We were genuinely trying to work on it when we could. But yeah, it's just here we are, March 19th. Sure, let's do it.
Awesome.
Perfect. It's funny. I was
It's
watching.
happening.
I was watching Falcon and Winter Soldier today. No spoilers. I will not give anything away. But a lot of talk of the blip, and it suddenly popped in my head. I'm like, 2020 was kind of a blip. That was
For sure.
That was our snap year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, most definitely. So you picked the right time. This up curve going into some sense of normality. Now's the time, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
We
Well,
know how it goes now.
Well, that's just it. You can't believe Falcon and Bucky made out. That wasn't in this episode. Spoilers.
I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
in the
happen. You can read the sexual tension.
It's in the fan fiction.
Yeah. Disney just has like that much further to evolve.
Quite. Oh man. Well, do we want to give these guys at least a little taste of? Do we want to kick into the first song and give these guys what they came to hear? Yes.
A taste
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Yeah, just get that
yeah.
vanilla. That's a 10.
Yeah.
We're gonna invert the spoon.
Yeah, because that's where the warm part is, right on over the top.
It blows my mind.
So
Oh, yeah.
I like them.
So I haven't talked to you guys about it, but when I press play on this, if you guys don't mind hitting mute's at the bottom of your screen. If you could hit mute, we'll enjoy the tune. Let everybody listen to it. Oh, no ASMR, PJ? Okay, sorry. My ASMR is worth paying for. And we'll listen to it, and then I'll pull you guys back in right afterwards, and we'll have a little recap, and then we'll move on to the next one. We'll keep it simple, and let everybody appreciate the amazingness that you guys did over the past couple years. Cool.
Thank you.
No worries. So, do you want to give a quick title to what this track is?
Doughty?
This is Pepsiman, featuring the tune Pepsiman from the game Pepsiman.
Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi! Pepsi. Only my choice.
That was awesome. Honestly, what on earth was that? I've never heard of Pepsi Man. I'm so sorry. I feel like a terrible retrologist.
Yeah, I'll say.
Was that like
that's so retro, bro?
That was like if God of War was a 2-player game, that would be the second player of Kratos. What the hell was that?
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised he hasn't. I have to admit, I saw Pepsiman speed run. I watch Games Done Quick every year, and there's always somebody speed running Pepsiman, and it is.
That was the first time I saw it.
Yeah, exactly. It is well, let me slow things down. It's not an awesome game, but you live for the cutscenes, if I remember correct, right?
Pure gold in those cutscenes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man. And the fact that it's the same song throughout the entire game, really.
Yeah, I mean they do like
Really?
variations, maybe like some slightly different solos or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty consistent. It knows what it is.
It's
Awesome.
it's anthemed. It feels like such an anthem. There's a lot of vocals on that track. Was there? Is that you guys singing? What was happening there?
No, we need to shout out to our vocalists actually.
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, so we had the vocal stylings of one Jonathan O'Neal, aka the Arcadian. We had Brandon L. Harnish of the Virtual Video Game Orchestra. We had Riley Zielinski, also of a Gamer Symphony Orchestra, the name of which I am entirely uncertain in this very moment. We had Ian Martyn, famously of Bonehenge and the Travelers. And we had a fifth one, and I wish I had the list in front of me because I'm blanking on it right now.
Oh, they'll shout themselves out in here.
Yeah, they better, or and shame me while they're doing it too.
Yeah.
If you're a singer on this track, let us know in the comments
Did
below.
you sing on
Don't
this
lie.
track?
Patricio.
This is the honor system here.
It's not.
You may have royalties in your name.
There's 55 people right now that are all going to say they sang on your album.
Well, okay. I mean, if we had 55, that would be cool. Oh, of course, Patricio Thielemann of Poke Russ. There he is.
There you
Yeah,
go.
absolutely.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
Nice.
Awesome.
That sounded super fun.
Yeah.
Were we looking at Danny when we were looking up a bit about this? There was a term that we were.
Yeah.
something
Well,
about this.
it's called an adver game, which is like a blatant advertisement game, and there aren't very many of them, but that's a big one, probably one of the better ones, from what I understand. But shout out to Chex Quest, which we've played on the stream before.
Yep.
7-Up Spot was one.
Avoid the Noid. All right.
I have no idea what Avoid the Noid is.
Cool spot. Oh yeah.
And you can't
Press Your
forget
Luck.
the Burger King games. Sneaking, Big Bumpin',
Sneaking?
and there's another
Yeah.
one. I can't remember what the other one is, but Sneaking was top notch.
But
The
it was
food
actually-
sucks, but the game was good.
But it was actually referred to as an adver game.
Yeah, that's like the actual term.
Wowzers. Okay. Well.
There's
Wow.
that one where you can date Colonel Sanders from KFC. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Well, who wouldn't?
the game looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
golden-
it's the guy from Saved by the Bell. Like, who doesn't want to hit that?
That's right. You're right. It's AC Slater. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about those ads. Those were weird.
Yeah, he's the muscular guy.
Advertisements are weird these days.
It's a finger licking good dating simulator. Oh yikes!
Now,
Yeah.
I didn't play the original game, nor have I ever heard the original song.
That's amazing.
Did you guys take any artistic liberties with the sounds of your instruments with that track? Like, how different is it than the original song?
I mean, the solos are kind of our own, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it is kind of like
They're
one of those.
definitely
Like,
abridged.
We don't have the trumpet solo, obviously.
no, we don't have trumpet solo. We don't
Yeah.
have trombone solo. So we got guitar and bass instead.
Yeah. I love it.
But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. We didn't do it note for note. I did sneak a little lick in there, and you know, I'm pretty sure we all took a little bit of liberty on our solos for what we could do or what we wanted to do.
With the keyboard one in there, the organ solo in there is pretty crazy in the original, where it's just basically like somebody mashing the keyboard. And I actually did take the time to go through and notate it note for note. Accurately. Had to slow it down to
Of
about
course.
2% speed.
He sent us a MIDI rendition of it. And it was just like so robotic and heinous. It was,
Yeah.
but it was beautiful. It was like,
And
oh,
interpret
okay,
this.
respect.
Interpret
All
this.
the right notes. 100% accurate. But so I did my best shot at trying to actually play it with my fingers, and that's the take that made it on the album. So yeah,
Cool, man. That's so awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, because you knew that fans were gonna rip it apart. You didn't do it right.
Yeah. Oh man, you didn't nail that G sharp on that.
Right.
Andre.
We have a special guest that just arrived.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we ready?
I think
We're
we
ready.
are prepared.
Yeah.
I think we're
Better.
ready.
It's absolutely better late than
is
never.
it actually?
But also, it's always the last person that walks through the door that gets the most attention.
Oh, here we
like-
go.
Yeah. So, are you ready, everybody? Coming up next, the famous Chris McKnight.
Yay!
There's a brother.
Of
The
the
whole
Chris
team.
McKnight bass solo fame.
Hey Chris, if you could size up any animal to the size of a horse, what would it be?
Oh, a horse is already the size of a horse. So,
Yep.
okay. How about we size down an elephant?
Perfect.
Sizing
That
down
way you
an
don't have to
elephant.
you don't have to get your leg up on that elephant and you ride it around town. It'd be perfect.
I hadn't considered the other angle. You're right. Yeah, bringing things down.
I like it.
So it's more
Bring it down,
rideable?
bring it down. Hey.
Or so it's more
Easy out
troublesome,
there,
so you can at least bring it to the mall with you, maybe.
Baby
Baby elephant.
Baby elephant.
Well, welcome, buddy.
Hey, call him up and take him to the airport.
You're right. It's just a baby elephant. Well, welcome, buddy. It's really nice to have you here.
Yeah,
The whole
sorry.
team is here. No
Sorry
worries.
about that. I've got like a major headache going on, but the drugs are kicking in, so
Ah,
feeling a bit better now.
Cool.
being under the weather sucks, man. Sorry, dude. Well,
Yeah.
with the utmost respect, if you got to bail, do it, because health always comes first, man. Always. So
I'm good now. I'm
You do
good.
you. Good.
I was just
Cool. No worries. We're
Cool,
all
cool.
we're all empathetic. Well, do we want to kick into the next song then?
Thank you for making it.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Well, let's go into the next
Let's do
track
it.
here, shall we? McKnight, what we've done is when I hit the track, just hit mute at the bottom, and that way you guys can dance around and make lots of noise, and nobody hears you being buffoons. Cool?
I'm gonna make so much noise.
I know exactly.
I'm just gonna get riled up now.
Here we go.
Jeez.
Who wants to introduce the next track? Anybody? Give me anyone.
Alan, do it.
Go, Al. What's the next track?
This one, it's gotta go pretty okay.
Take off at the speed of sound. Bright lights, colors all around. I'm running wild, living fast and free.
Wow.
Good
I guess that's why
Lord.
you're late, McKnight. You were busy recording more notes. Jeez Louise. Gonna get a couple more in.
A few more.
Yeah, that was awesome, guys. That was really good.
That was a lot of bass.
Thank you.
This was great. Yeah.
That was no offense to anybody else, but I think McKnight was the MVP of that tune in particular.
No, I think Doughty's harmonies, man. I don't know.
Well, I was going to say who was doing
No,
who
you.
was doing the
Let's just
vocals?
play hot
Doughty was?
potato with compliments and
Fine. Perfect.
No, you.
Yeah. Well, usually there's one person that stands out, and it's never the bass player or the drummer. As a drummer, I find that I get off stage and nobody even knew I was playing in the band. So it's always the keyboard player or the singer or the guitarist a lot of the time. But I would say, like, we're getting some recognition here. The rhythm section is getting some goddamn recognition here. So awesome.
But everybody was great on that track. Josh, some ripping guitar tones there. Doughty, great. Allan, you're awesome. We're all good.
I do have to ask. I come from a more R&B background there. Like a little slower tempos are my thing.
You're a pocket man.
Oh, okay. I'm a pocket guy. I'm a pocket man.
Pocket man.
Yeah.
You get the pocket done for being pocket man.
Keeping that tempo for that amount of time, especially bass and drums. No offense to everybody else once again, but do you get yourself psyched up for that tune if you're going to play that live, or any other tunes that have that type of tempo to it, which we all know VGM music does? How do you psych yourself up for that? Or you just do?
I do. I have to warm up.
We tried once using that as a warm-up in practice, and that was a really bad idea.
Yes.
Right, Allan?
Wow.
Everybody just packed up and went home. They're like,
Yeah, it sounds right.
Like, so,
I haven't been in a metal band for like 6 years.
Man.
That's not entirely true. We play some metal.
Well, a lot of the tunes that you get.
I guess. Well, you mean I know.
like Dying Corpse from Breath of Fire 2.
Yeah, that's hard for me too.
That one's up there.
Lost it.
It's like black metal
Speed.
fast. Yeah.
Doughty was singing on that. What got you? What?
Fuck.
Why?
Why were you singing on that one?
No.
did you lose a bet or something?
No.
Are you at home?
Hold on. Let me get it down here and say.
Okay. All right.
What inspired you to do it?
So this one was arranged by me, and I forget exactly when I did it. But in the run up to it, I've been playing a bunch of more recent Sonic games, like Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, which obviously like revisited a whole bunch of the older ones. And I was just thinking, hey, there's a ton of really good Sonic music that we don't hear covered as much because everybody loves to go back to the old Sonic 1, 2, 3,
of course,
etc. Because those ones.
How many times are we going to hear Green Hill Zone? I'm with you. Yeah.
I mean, I love
as many times as we play it.
So yeah, I've been playing a bunch of recent Sonic games. I mean, as a kid that didn't have a video game console at home when I was growing up, I played on the Sega Mega Drive at friends' houses, and Sonic was one of the first games that I remember playing. So it sticks in my head, and I've always had a love for it. Hence the T-shirt and so on.
Yes.
But yeah, so for that one, I'd been kind of wanting to do something with a few of those tunes, the more recent tunes, the 3D tunes. There's a lot of like upbeat, happy stuff. We also had a gig that was coming up at that time, which was for Geeks versus Nerds comedy debate, where they were doing, I forget what the title of it was it was like who's the most 90s icon?
Like the mascot of the 90s. Yeah, it was like Spawn versus Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I can see where that would come
Okay.
from.
So
yeah, you either had a Spawn lunchbox or a Sonic lunch. Okay, I'm with you. Or Ghostbusters, but either way.
What a mix up.
So
what a matchup.
Wow, weird.
Okay, all right.
We were going to do some music after the show then, and so I was like, hey, perfect time to do this one. So I kind of worked on it, put together, and one of my goals from the start was like, this thing is going to be 200 beats per minute, and I don't care how fast the original tunes are. I'm just going to shoehorn it all into 200 beats per minute. And Allan
or how fast Allan can drum.
Yeah.
They're going to kill me. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'll try.
It's
awesome.
funny, and you can adopt this, but I once played a wedding gig, and the guitarist, we were supposed to play like a really slow, like blues, boom, ding, 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 ding. and the guitarist turned around to me and just looked at me and went, "Keep up." And then he played it like ridiculously fast on purpose. And to this day,
to be blues then.
Yeah, to this day that resonates with me. If a guitarist or a keyboard player just turns around and just goes, "Keep up."
Hey, kid.
What a thing to say to a drummer.
Keep up.
It was so good. So that's what you could adopt into this. There you go.
That's amazing. That's so good. Now my memory is a little fuzzy here, and I've been known to have a poor memory. Now, if I recall, with these games, they released the trailer of it, and they had changed the way Sonic looked to have human teeth and creepy human-like features.
Oh, the movie.
And then walked that back, and then they released these games. Is that what I'm thinking of, or am I thinking of something else?
I think so.
Little reversed. Reversed there, bud. Yeah.
Well, it was a good call. Whatever it was.
It's okay.
I think the best Sonic is a Sonic that can chew. That's the best Sonic. It's a chewing Sonic.
How does he eat his chili dogs?
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
You're not
Did
wrong.
they mention chili dogs in the movie? The new movie?
Which, by the way,
Right?
they did. Didn't they?
Oh my God.
Are you having one right now, Allan? Is that what you just showed to the camera? Are you having a chili dog and a Pepsi?
Yes, I am.
What food item do you have to theme with the next 3 tracks?
Some flaming hot
Chocolate bicycle?
Cheetos. Wait, no. These aren't Cheetos, these are Doritos.
Oh my God.
We're going fast.
Did you pick up all that specifically for tonight for the launch? I love it.
He's a method actor.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly.
He needs to get into the mood.
I love it. Okay, so Sonic, awesome. Sonic is all dear to everybody's heart. It's
Totally.
the mask. Look, I've got Sonic tattooed. I got Sonic.
Oh wow,
Mario and
Sonic. Love it.
Yeah, I got Sonic right back here. I love Sonic, the franchise, the characters, the lore, everything about it is awesome. And I thought, to be honest, I thought the music or the movie super fun, and it hit all the right spots for me in particular. So I loved it.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
It
So
was a pleasant surprise after all the hate it got in the beginning.
that's true, but I do want to see a Snyder cut of that so that we do see the teeth at some point. But we'll
Start up those hashtags, everyone.
Sonic
Save,
teeth. Hashtag Sonic
little
teeth.
nightmare vignette, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Meow.
Place that in there. Yeah.
No, don't bring
Whatever. Terrible. Should we move on to the next track here?
Why don't we do it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it, guys. Fun fact: Sonic Movie's writer making Ace Ventura 3. We were talking about that just before we started.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Ace Ventura fan.
Yeah.
And I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Well, I was saying that they probably. Sorry, we're on a small tangent here. I was saying it's probably going to be a handoff to like Son of Ace Ventura or something like that.
No, please
Right.
don't.
Who's gonna follow? Who's gonna fill Jim Carrey's boots in that franchise?
Good question.
Like an orangutan or something.
Who could be a B-list Ace Ventura right now? Chat. Who? If any actor, right? Jamie Kennedy. What? Oh.
Yeah, because he played the son of the Mask.
Oh,
dad.
that's right.
Yeah. We don't talk about that movie.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think so.
Josh, what?
A lady for sure. Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
I mean, we're the same person, so
Yeah, that sounds right.
it works out.
Uncomfortable. Okay, let's kick into this tune, shall we?
Why don't we do some?
What's the name of this third one? And kick us in.
This one is American Dream Chaser.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
That was wild.
That one went really fast.
Pretty swift.
0 to 150 cc in what was that? 5.5 minutes.
Yeah. It did seem to go very fast.
Funny
in
enough,
more ways than once.
It felt short and long at the same time. Am I wrong with that thought process there?
No, well, maybe I'll get a little bit into the idea behind the arrangement and we got to make some shout outs to Ian and CC Lucky in the chat because the whole reason we put this together in the first place was because they reached out to us for a compilation album called Tribute Album 64, which was a tribute to the Nintendo 64, and so naturally most of our arrangements end up being like 10 minutes or more in most cases, and so they were like, we don't want that shit on this album. You got to dial it back a little bit.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, not in so many
Those are
words.
so commercial. Gosh,
Not in so many words.
we saw that.
We'll never get on the radio if it's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, God.
Thanks, Harry Chapin. Yeah.
Oh man. But so we still wanted to have like a medley format because that's just who we are, aside from Pepsiman for some reason. But yeah, so we kind of like had to center it around like just a few tracks, and so that's why it does feel short. It's a little bit of a shorter format for us, limiting ourselves to 3 songs. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Sweet. Allan, were your feet tired on that one?
Right.
A little bit. That was more moderate speed for the feet than it is for the sonic one with the hands.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't play with my feet that way, so I'm always envious of people that can do double kick that way, or that ostinato for extended amount of time and driving the band. That's ridiculous good in my opinion. That's awesome.
Well,
that was awesome. I love that. Like seeing Cruis'n USA, like I feel like it's always I always appreciate that no matter what arcade I go to, there's a Cruis'n USA just sitting there.
Right.
And it's just there. They never improved the technology since past that. It's just there. All their games are like that.
Like it's not broken. We don't need to fix it.
No.
Yeah, it was like they just decided one day they're like, we're not developing any more arcade games. That's it. That's it. It's like the Amish. They just decided, whoa, that's it. We're done.
Oh man.
But I'm okay with that.
Well, and it's also a bit of like a time capsule too. Like I remember because I think that was like a launch title for the N64, or like it came out very shortly after the system was launched. But like there was like this rumor, like like there was a rumor that like, oh, if you like beat it a certain way, you get to see like Bill Clinton on the roof of the White House in a hot tub with Monica Lewinsky and Hillary Clinton, and it was like, what? No, that can't be real. And
nice.
And
I've never heard of that.
like
That's amazing.
It's so scandalous.
Is that true?
Well,
I don't think anybody's ever beaten it, right? Because it didn't have enough quarters.
Should we Google?
we had to hack ROM to get the visuals for that in our visual feed there.
Well, that was viral marketing back in the day, probably, right?
Yeah, just
drop that little nugget. People put more quarters in.
If you get
tell kids there's something naughty in this game somewhere. Yeah, it'd make millions.
And what was up? I'm a big F-Zero fan, but I have to admit the GX. That's GX, right?
That's X. Just regular X.
SX, yeah. X.
Regular X.
I don't have a lot of experience with that one in particular. What made you choose that in particular?
Well, it was on the N64. I mean,
oh yeah, okay.
I played a fair amount. I don't know about anybody else in the band, but I played a fair bit of F-Zero X. I played it. I didn't even play regular F-Zero. You still play it, Allan?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing that. Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. You know how like you would go into like the Rogers Video or whatever movie store you went into, and you'd see covers, and like those covers are seared into your brain, but you've never actually seen the movie. Like I remember like the cover of like 12 Monkeys, but I remember seeing I don't even know what the guy's name is. The cover of that game in for F-Zero. What's the dude's name? The primary character.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
Yeah.
He's in Super Smash Bros. Like the OG.
The OG.
True. don't play enough Smash. I need to play more Smash.
Me too.
Okay. Well, I like that. Anything else, Danny, on that thought process?
No, I was having fun the whole time. Everybody
I'm just
sounded
overwhelmed.
great. And it time went by fast for sure.
How about that?
If only the title of the album was The Fast. So makes sense.
Well, we would all be hungry.
We all fasted, that's why.
I need that button that Easy Moon had.
There's Moon Man. There's a Moon Man here.
There we go. Oh yeah, Doughty brought his keyboard. Do you want to play us a little piece? Play us a little something?
No.
No?
No.
Give us one melody that's gonna make Chad explode. Go.
Oh.
Chad?
What was that?
The lick.
They're
Play
10
the
seconds
lick.
behind us. The lick.
There we go.
Play Crazy Bus. Play Crazy Bus.
There we go.
It's going too high up. There you go.
Just lag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Way to go.
Nice private joke.
Okay. Well, shall we move on to the next, folks?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's move on to public jokes.
Nice. Public jokes,
Moving
I guess.
on.
Inside jokes don't always go far. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's roll this, shall we? I'm just kind of excited to get into this tune. Sorry, I'm pushing into this because this is my favorite track on the entire album.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So this one I'm stoked about. I'm hoping everybody kind of enjoys it as much as I did. So it's coming in. Who's going to announce it? Go for it.
Not it.
Not it?
It's a pedal power. It's about bikes and you ride them.
What?
Cool.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
You let them ride.
You can't ride it.
Bikes ride you. It's kind of like, do you make water wet or is water? I don't know.
In Russia,
Here we
bike
go.
ride you.
Exactly.
Holy crap.
Ian grew a leather jacket just now.
Man, that is the goddamn highlight for me. I love that tune.
How do you fit so much feels in one movie? Like, oh my gosh.
One movie? You mean the visuals?
The visuals, the sounds, so many feels in such a small amount of time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, I mean, the bike theme of the medley, it was like, you know, like bikes are so common in games. I don't know why that is. It's just like a very common mode of transportation, and it's been featured in all kinds of RPGs, all kinds of action games and things like that. And there's like, there's kind of like this duality with them. It's like you're either on this little bicycle and it's just kind of like a happy little tune, you know, you're just pedaling along and you're gonna go like deliver newspapers or like pick up ice cream or something like that. And then like on the flip side there's like the motor cycles, you know, like this vroom vroom, let's fucking go, you know. Like we had to capture that dichotomy a little bit there. And Paperboy is coming up on another album, by the way, chat.
Yeah,
we had to save that one.
Paperboy, and somebody mentioned it in chat, but one of my favorite motorcycle games is Road Rash. Road Rash. Somebody mentioned like, where's the punching in the chains? Like, yeah, Road Rash was huge to me. I loved Road Rash. So
Road
that
Rash
sense
is
of momentum,
the sequel to that game when everybody's all mad and
Super Hang-On?
hopped up on goofballs.
Well, Super Hang-On was awesome because in the arcade it actually had. Correct me if I'm wrong. It actually, like, you actually were on a motorcycle, and you actually had to use the mechanics of a motorcycle.
Yeah, use your legs.
That seems like the ride that every parent put their kid on and just let it, like, they didn't know what their feet couldn't even touch the ground, but at least it gave them the sense of doing something, you know.
Yeah,
they just got stuck to like one side and they like weren't big enough to like get themselves back up. Like, oh, I'm just taking a left turn this whole playthrough.
Did I win? Yeah, you won. Let's pop in another quarter and you'll be occupied for another 5 more minutes. Good job.
Yeah. I love I feel like I miss this part of games, but I love the like Instagram expectation versus reality of seeing the crazy cool cutscenes of Final Fantasy VII and then flipping to the game. I feel like I really miss that part of video games now. It just hits you right in the feel zone. Mm-hmm. I love the animation style of like of both, so I'm able to appreciate both of it. That was super cool, and congratulations on playing a Final Fantasy song that not everybody plays, for sure.
Well done.
Well, thank you.
Chrono Trigger, I'm gonna get shunned here, but I never played Chrono Trigger. I should be shut and pissed on. I get it, I know. But Danny did a run through a while ago on stream of Chrono Trigger, and I would sit back and watch him playing it while he was streaming it. And every time it got to those race parts, it seemed like it was utter frustration. The mechanics of that race part
is really stupid. You have to basically like bounce off the dude in order to stay in front. It's super weird, but they made it work, right? It just worked. It was fun.
Yeah, and that kind of like speaks to like, well, bikes are in just like so many more games, even if they don't need to be, even if they're just going to be like shoehorned into this RPG. It's like, okay, well, we need like a really fast section to this gameplay area because you're in like the future where everything's shitty and moving slow and everyone's depressed. It's like we need something to pep up this section of the game. Let's just throw a bike chase in there and don't worry about the mechanics.
It's like a Michael Bay movie. We haven't blown up anything in a while. PJ and I talk about we want to do a stream where we deep dive on fishing in video games, because that's a pretty common one too. Like all of a sudden, like every Japanese game, there's a little fishing in there because it's so ingrained in like the culture, right? It's like, I'm in.
And you take for granted that that's part of the mechanics for, you know, certain developers. I'm playing Animal Crossing right now. Sorry, everybody. I'm playing Animal Crossing, and fishing is a massive spoiler.
Spoilers. PJ's playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, spoilers. You catch fish and butterflies in Animal Crossing. But yeah, fishing is. They actually found a way of making it fun. Like it's not just a task that you've got to do in order to get, to progress through the story. It's something you can just do on your own, and it becomes fun to do.
Yeah, and I'm certainly guilty of it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure I spent more time fishing in Ocarina of Time than playing Ocarina of Time.
Oh, fair.
It's because it requires patience. I actually like, you know, those like really crappy like bass fishing games for the Super Nintendo. Like I played one of those games like really hard and for no reason. It's so boring and uninvolved and like I don't know. I just sunk so many hours into that. So yeah, I would love to see Retrologists doing some deep dives, as they call it.
Deep dives, yeah.
And then we go on the tangent heavily. When my dad got our very, very first computer, it was like a 286 3D6, and oh yeah, for sure. And I remember we got a MIDI device so that I could connect my keyboards to it and everything and do some recording. But he got a great piece of software called Bassmaster. And so I was super stoked about getting it all plugged in and the hardware set up. And then I start the software, and it was a fishing game called Bassmaster. Not a music game at all. So I did a lot of fishing back on my 286 and 386 days.
On your bass.
Oh yeah. Bassmaster, not Bassmaster like my dad thought it was.
And back to the song, like Excite Bike, fantastic, good job, guys.
Yeah, shout out to the weekly Mario Kart crew, because there was definitely lots of excitement for that track. Usually when we're playing on the weekly tourney, like we've got to hit Excite Bike, and we got to hit we got to hit Baby Park. And so like one of the things that comes up often in the chat is blah 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 blah.
Oh, that's why I saw that. That's awesome. Well, with that in mind, the keyboard tone in that is so unique. That's such a unique sound. Mm-hmm. How did you get that, Doughty?
I just scroll through my presets until I find something that I sort of like, and then I messed around with it a little bit to get it closer to what I want. But yeah, that one was an interesting one because we were going more for the Mario Kart 8 version than the original, because the original is pretty bare bones. I was just trying to find something that was really going to pop out after that cute little intro with the Pokemon bike there.
There was a lot of left turns in that. That's what I thought was rad. Yeah.
Left is right and right is wrong, man.
So true.
And yeah, the Pokemon bicycle theme, like how many hours of that have you listened to in your life?
just like going up and down the Celadon road there, the bike hill. It's just like, let's just hands off the Game Boy. I'm coasting. Whoa, 12-year-old me was very impressed.
That's so awesome.
When somebody plays Bassmaster with a bass. Oh, Bassmaster.
Bassmaster with a bass. Yeah.
Bass with a bass.
I think Tim and Eric do that, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Sounds like a smelly game.
It kind of is. And it's always good to see a LucasArts reference. Big LucasArts fan.
Yep. Tim Shafer, man. He's kind of. Is he back? Was he Giver gone? He's back with doing Psychonauts and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Tim Shafer's games.
Yeah. I think Full Throttle was like it was right at the end there, right, of their heyday. It was kind of one of the last ones, and it's where they were branching out, and there were more like mini games or other mechanics that were mixed to the point and click adventure type thing.
Not like Sam and Max or Day of the Tentacle or something like that I was playing.
No, the really classic ones, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Full Throttle had that great soundtrack. Like, yeah, how did you pick that song, Josh?
Pick the one for Full Throttle?
Yeah.
I mean, just I did so much research, as I do often with building medleys and stuff like that, and it was like, okay, well, yeah, like I do have faint memories of like playing Full Throttle at my cousin's house. I remember because like he was like, oh, I got to show you this part, like it's like the part where you just at the very start of the game, like one of the things you have to do is you have to go and like find this hose, and you have to like you just like siphon some gas from like your enemy's motorcycle or something like that to fill up a jerry can or something like that. He's like, oh, that's so gross. We're just like little kids, and we just like, yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, like I love the idea of Full Throttle. I haven't actually played through it myself, but I just love all of those classic LucasArts adventure games.
Yeah, super cool. Now is LucasArts back?
They're doing some remasters.
I seem to remember like the game studio is sort of back. I can't remember.
I mean, it's all Disney now anyway. So is it really?
I guess so. Like they've revived some small part of Lucasfilm games or whatever.
Well, I have to admit, I said Day of the Tentacle. It's back, okay, but only in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I do it. Yeah, Day of the Tentacle. I remember it was available for PlayStation for free. It might have been a free download, and I played through that again, and the memories shot right back in my head. The procedures again.
It's a fabulous game.
But yeah, LucasArts made great games.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Disney's just sitting on a gold mine with like the Monkey Island movie. I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Totally. There's tons of narrative threads they could take with that one.
I like this. I said David Tentacle. David Tentacle.
Character, nice.
David Tentacle.
David Tentacle.
Oh,
any questions?
Unarmed strike. Watch out.
Yes. Starring Ryan Goose.
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
Shall we play the next tune?
The next tune? You mean the last tune?
You got it.
No.
It's got to come to an end.
Did more so we can do this all night? Oh no.
Maybe you want to tell people
do it all over again?
Yeah. When we're done, we'll just play it all over again and interview after each song again.
Sure. We'll just
cool.
What we ate last.
Well, if you haven't figured out what we do, we just sit around and talk. So we're okay with that. If anybody, we can talk for hours, just about nothing. Really, it's kind of what we do. Do you want to? Give us a rundown on this tune, and more importantly, remind everybody where they can get this music right now. Is it live?
It's live. Yeah, the album has been dropped, so all the generous people who've pre-ordered can get it on Bandcamp. I do want to mention that there is a difference between our Bandcamp and our streaming service release, because American Dream Chaser, there's one track on there which is unlicensable, which is Mickey's Cruisin' USA, whatever. And also on the next track that we're about to hear, there's a sample that we couldn't license either. And so if you want the full experience of the fast, definitely go and get it on Bandcamp, but it is also available on all streaming platforms as of half an hour ago.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exclusive content for our Bandcamp supporters.
Love it. And they can obviously hit the website. When we're done listening to this track, we'll do a little bit of a decomp, and we'll run her down a bit. So everybody should decomp, but everybody should hang around afterwards, regardless. So let's kick into this, and we'll see you at the end of this track.
Cool.
Wowzers!
Wow.
We-
Wow.
Yay.
What a way to end it.
Yay.
What a way to end it.
I mean, could you think of a better way?
No.
You're on the
No,
spot.
sir.
Do it now.
Okay, so first I would do
Pick the
that.
game,
First
end
I
the
would, and then I would, and then I would. Do you want it in alphabetical order of better ways to end the show, or no?
Yeah. I mean, that's how we're going to keep the show going for the next 3 hours, right?
Perfect.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ace
Because
Ventura.
we're doing it.
Somebody commented there, and I missed it, about Josh coming in last place on Wednesday. Spoiler alert, he didn't. Spoiler alert, he was in first place.
I was there.
Oh, that was Big Lane. He was on the team. He's razzing me.
Oh, was he? Get it up. Yeah, you kicked our asses, and yeah, I was in 12th place. I was well aware of who was above me, and as long as you were above me, that's...
You had time to look at the screen, see all the placement of everybody.
Yeah, I took the same approach as my 9-year-old niece. I just took my hands off the controller and just hoped for the best.
Wow.
That's how she plays
You
it.
suck.
Holy
moly.
Horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, who was sweating when that Rainbow Road jump almost missed? That was
right.
Oh
that was
yeah.
some tense buttholes right there. Holy moly!
I still can't do it.
I still can't do it. You'll get there one day.
No.
One
Yeah,
day.
that was great. Yeah, the squeep to squeep guitars in the beginning, and the whole band was on fire.
Squeep to squeep.
Wait, can you elaborate on that sound a
You know,
little
squeep
bit?
to squeeps, the squeep to squeeps, the squeep to squeeps. You know,
That's a
I don't
squeep.
know
That's
how
a
else to
technical
describe
term.
this.
Can I know, as a guitarist, what's a squeep to squeep? Is there an effect for that, or is
You'll
it?
get there. You'll get there one day, and you'll figure it out. But
those
squeep
pinched
to squeep
harmonics?
is
Is that what those are?
the most pleasurable of guitar sounds, and that was heard on this track you just heard. Everyone, squeepy to squeeps.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Squeep to squeep.
Squeep to squeep is just a child's way to say good tone, bro.
Squeep
But actually,
to squeeper.
speaking
It's the
of
best.
that, it's funny. We've played so much Mario Kart 8 lately.
Yeah.
I miss the letters behind you when you go scree around the track. I miss that.
Yeah.
They don't have that anymore.
No, they took that away in the latest update. Yeah.
How dare they?
I'm so deep in 8 that's all I see is 8. And we had a stream where it's funny I mentioned my niece, but she's 9 years old. We had her play all the games that we play growing up, because on the Switch you got access to all, like, every Nintendo and Super Nintendo game. So psychologically we did it during our 24-hour stream. We had her come on for a bit and play a whole bunch of the classic games, and to see her reaction. And we're used to playing Mario Kart 8. That, you remember, Danny? She had no patience for Mario 64.
She was like, no. I don't
No.
want anything to do with this at
No
all.
patience. And as a matter of fact, majority of the game, what did she keep saying?
Understandable.
I'm done.
I'm done with this one.
Yeah,
and
and
she
she
would
just
literally
move
just log out of it, and she's out.
Wow.
Yeah. No patience. But it's very different mechanics, different music, different vibe than what we have today.
What mechanics? I feel like there's so many mechanics in the N64 and even the SNES
okay, I
version
hear
that
you.
are still there, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You
No,
win,
no, no.
Danny. You won.
No.
that.
Sorry, I
you
was
just presented a contrary argument, and you won.
No. I actually was like, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You'll figure out with Danny, I'll say something, and then he'll respond with something totally opposite, and then I'm like, oh no, actually he's totally
He knows
right.
it's
I don't
best
need to-
just to lie down.
I don't need to argue that. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I love it. That tune was awesome. Yeah. What were your initial thoughts, Danny?
Yeah, honestly, great way to end it. I was really happy that you guys covered the very wide variety of songs from that game, because man, there's a lot of dips and dives, and like the farm level and all that stuff was just great. It's just great stuff. Yeah. Are you guys Grand Prix guys or are you battle guys when you play?
Oh, I suck at
Grand
that.
Prix.
Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
I just do that over and over again, just because.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I like both. I mean, we kind of switch it up every once in a while on the Wednesday nights. So battle mode is kind of like something we end up looking forward to now. But definitely, like, I think DS was brought up in the chat, and like when the DS came out and that Mario Kart DS, that was like the first one that you could play online actually. like globally.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
so
really.
like I really got hard into like the meta of doing the Grand Prix and doing the online racing and improving my rank and stuff like that. So, I mean,
Sorry, that was on the
Battle's great,
DS?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
on the DS. Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that very well. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's interesting. Yeah, because like I feel like when we played a lot of Battle on N64, and perhaps that's maybe because there was only 4 players, and the computer was not as advanced as it was these days. So Battle was kind of more wet and wild compared to Grand Prix on the N64.
Wet and wild.
But, once
So
you're
like the thing
online-
about the thing about kart battling on the N64 though, what you really wanted to be playing was Diddy Kong Racing for Battle.
Yes.
Because that system
we're
for
gonna get
Battle
into an
was leagues ahead of what Mario Kart was doing at the time.
There was so
See, I
many
missed
right you
Diddy
did.
Kong. I totally missed Diddy Kong, and it just roomed right by me, and I never got to experience the love. But
It
my
looked like
girlfriend's
the
like, "Why are you
exact
playing
same
this
game."
stupid Mario 64? This is stupid." Diddy Kong.
The rack seems to think that Diddy is superior.
A lot
Yeah,
of people
I mean, well, as far as a game,
As
like,
much as I like Mario Kart,
yeah,
I think it is.
Well, do you think like Diddy Kong had the planes and stuff? Do you think Mario Kart 8 or whatever, whenever they started doing like the I don't even know what you call it, the grav cars when they flip their tires down? Do you think they bit that from Diddy Kong and like the gliding in Mario Kart 8 and stuff? I think they bit that idea from there.
Wow.
maybe. I mean, Rare wasn't doing anything with it. Oh, shots fired!
Yikers.
Oh,
Yikers.
have some chat.
F's in chat for Rare IP.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong Battle. It was all, and Sonic even had kart racing as well, right? So,
Yep.
karts were a big deal. Or racing, trying to get into the racing franchise, right?
It was like the big follow up of the fighter franchise, I guess.
Oh.
The fighter games, right? That was the big thing in the SNES era for multiplayer, and then karts came in. They're like, oh, look at us, vroom vroom.
Yeah.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
And the fact that it's scalable to iOS devices is certainly intriguing to some companies as well, probably, right?
For sure.
Oh, let's see.
Oh man, as if our game store and literally 0 people ever bought Sonic and Sega. Sorry, PJ.
Okay.
Whoops.
Well, hold on. Let me clarify. I didn't say it was great. I just said it existed. That's all we need to know.
It existed. Nice
Oh,
back
man.
pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't love that one, even though it's tattooed on your arm, huh?
Well, I don't have him in a cart. Maybe that's what I got to add in
It's
here.
a visible card.
Yeah. What I have to do is put him with a cart and then E.T. The 2 best games ever made in the history of gaming. Perfect.
Ever made.
Oh, that's a history-making game for sure.
Very much so.
That's our
Very much
next
so.
medley. That's our next album. How did you know?
How did you figure
Great.
it out?
I saw somebody speedrun that in 4.5 minutes.
Just ET.
Yeah, E.T.
Wow.
4.5 minutes, you can beat that.
Well, yeah, I guess
That's
so.
crazy.
That's worth it. Superman 64. Oh, we could go on for hours here.
So we're
go.
all big Mario Kart 8 fans.
Yep.
What do we want from Mario Kart 9? What's the next step? Do we bring back Double Dash mode? Do we bring back that mechanic?
How about Waluigi Pinball?
Hey!
Somebody
There
said
you go.
that, actually. You're right. Yeah.
Planes.
Yeah.
Such a good track.
Yeah, it's certainly rumored that a 9 is inevitable. It is inevitable. We've got to get something fairly soon. But maybe when we get the Super Nintendo Switch. So many rumors. So many
Switch
rumors.
Pro.
So
I believe we've talked about this before, but I wish they would do like a Smash thing where they would add new characters all the time, like from Smash. And the way they
it's a
do
big
that.
downfall.
Well,
Yeah, we talked.
they did a couple of, because when it came out on the Wii U, they did originally just didn't have all the characters, and then they added a few bunches in DLC, and then they were all included when Deluxe came out for the Switch.
Right. That
Very
would be-
true.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But
You're
they
right.
just stopped at that point.
They're like, we're done. We don't need
They gave
that.
everybody the DLC for people that had just started it. Then it doesn't feel like much of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I think Mario Party and Mario Kart 8 feel like the two games on Switch that just didn't get that much attention after it was launched.
No, not at all.
Yeah. For Switch. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's it, folks. This is the winder down time? Is that what it says?
Yeah, let's all just put on some sleepy music and talk about slow things.
Slow things.
The slow.
The slow. The follow-up album. Actually, maybe we can tease a little bit because
what's next?
Well, this album is actually part of a trilogy, or dare I even say a quadrilogy? Hoo-hoo.
That's 4 things.
That's 4 things. That's wow. Where would we have drawn that number from?
I know. I'm the king of obvious. Go.
Oh man, yeah. But this is the fast was kind of like basically what we went into like studio mode, just like putting together some more like studio recordings and stuff like that. Was we had all this material that we've been playing live forever. We're like, okay, well, how do we actually like put all of these medleys and arrangements into like some kind of album context, and how do we release it from there? And so we kind of discovered that like a lot of our medleys fit into one of 3 categories, the first of which being the fast, and I don't think I want to spoil the other 2 themes, because I don't know, I just want people to just kind of like build up that anticipation inside them until they can't handle it and they all explode with money for us.
Perfect. The money part
usually the right
titillated me. Yeah.
But
hopefully they're carrying a briefcase full of cash and that it just explodes.
For us, in our direction specifically. But yeah, it's part of a conceived trilogy. We might tack on. I don't know. I haven't really like pitched this officially to the band, but because we do.
You're hearing it here first.
We're spitballing.
We do that. We're just spitballing. We're just doing a little brainstorm here. No, we have the Final Fantasy VI opera, which Allan has recorded drums for so far, and we're all starting to slowly chip away at our parts for. And so I think that might be the 4th F. If you guys follow me, I think that would be really fun. F is for fun. F is for many things, but yeah. So we have Allan's recorded drums for one of the other Fs, as well as the Final Fantasy VI opera, and then we have to we have to woodshed one of the other Fs a little bit more. F's in the chat.
Quite.
But that's it's just kind of like there's still so much more that we're working on, and unfortunately a lot of it is stuff that we've played live before. So if you've seen our live shows, then there's not a whole lot of new stuff that you have to expect, but at least being able to hear it with like that studio quality and that dedication to getting a good production out of us, that's what you have to look forward to. So yes, the fast is just like the first offering in that concept.
Speaking of production, do you guys have anybody to shout out that produced the album with you and helped make it?
No. No, just kidding. Okay. I mean,
no.
Bye, everybody.
End stream.
Goodbye. Good night. No, because we do have to shout out our sound engineer, Shafer Carson. He's a local. He plays bass in a band called You Big Idiot. They're kind of a big deal here in Vancouver if you're into punk and satire and funny things. He's also just a good friend and excellent sound engineer. So if you like the way that the album sounds, you have him to thank for that. And he's just like, he's a gun for hire. So if you want somebody to work on your album, get in touch with us. We'll put you in touch with him. He's great to work with, real easygoing guy, wonderful, super professional. And of course, we have to thank our singers as well. And I did pull up the credits so I don't miss someone's name this time. But the guest vocalists on Pepsiman, of course, Ian Martyn, Patricio Thielemann, Riley Zielinski, Jon O'Neal, and Brandon Harnish. Branish Hard-On? Oh, Whoopsie.
Oh no!
Yikers
Whoopsie.
Island.
Well, now that's his name.
That's your name, Brandish Hard.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Thank you.
Brandish
for
Hard.
Pornography name. You're welcome.
That's your adult film name. Yeah, absolutely.
Or just
Yeah,
your name. That's fine.
But honestly, like one of the things, and I think we all need to kind of pat ourselves on the back for, is that like everything else that you heard, like everything else that was done for the album, we kind of did ourselves. Oh, except I am also forgetting our the artist for our album art as well, which is Chris Dlugosz. And I don't know if you've got that on Quick Draw, PJ, or anything like that, but just get like a nice. Just a nice shot of that album art, and Doughty came up with that concept as well, and we woodshedded it a little bit, but
stand by.
Yeah, pressure's on, PJ. We didn't ask you to prep this beforehand. So.
At the end of the fourth video, I believe you guys have like sprites done of yourselves and the band logo. Who did that? Nice, awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really
I
good.
just took like existing sprites of the actual Runaway 5 from Earthbound and just kind of like put I actually took like photos of each of us and like shrunk them down to like that pixel density and just like did little outlines from there. It was pretty nice.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, I mean, you guys kind of covered the questions that I had with what's next. Like, without getting too down on the current state of live music, do you guys have any plans for when the green light goes for the world?
I mean, as soon as Bonnie Henry says that we can gather again, we are going to hustle our butts down to the studio and jam as soon as we can. Like,
awesome.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened since November, and
this is the first time we've congregated with our faces since November.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. I'm glad we have something to do with that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
we like seeing your face too.
Yeah.
We have been doing like a little bit of woodshedding and stuff like that in the background, and obviously working on the album and the release and stuff like that. But we got an email like a couple of weeks ago that somebody wants us to play at their wedding, which is going to be super cool. No, I mean, apparently this couple met because of their love of video games and stuff like that. So, I mean, super honored to be hired as a wedding band. That's going to be a really unique and exciting experience. And of course, we're going to be really looking forward to the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo, which is something that we've headlined for a few years now, and is like,
that's right.
Yeah. It's something that we miss a lot.
When is that usually? What
it's like around
year?
mid-June.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Beginning of summer.
Yeah. The way our 2022 is looking so far, it's like wedding June 12th and then like Retro Gaming Expo the next weekend. So that's going to be a packed month for us.
Do you guys have a favorite of the album that we just listened to personally for you guys?
Good call.
Favorite to play, favorite to record,
I am partial
picking sorry, go
partly
ahead.
because I did it, partly because I like to sing it. It's just fun tunes.
Nice.
It's fast. It's upbeat. It's always just high energy. It gets the crowd going. I really enjoy it.
Awesome.
Selfishly.
Super cool.
So
I get
good.
to say, follow your rainbow.
That's a good feeling.
How often do you get to say that?
Pepsi Man.
Nose.
Yeah. And sorry, did you guys say that you do play Pepsi Man live?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't played it with that rousing chorus to date, but who knows? Maybe at a future gig, we might be able to sequester a small chorale. That would be really fun.
That would be really cool.
It seems like an audience participation tune.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if they would, we would.
I would say chat was exploding this entire time, really loving what they were hearing today, and I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat to see stuff show up on screen of people saying how much they like it, or it's hitting certain memories for them, or just invoking conversation today.
Yeah,
that's probably the whole point of what you're doing, right?
It really is. Like, we do it because we love this music, but the best part is when that one person comes up to us after the show and says, "Oh my God, you played Bahamut Lagoon.
Bahamut Lagoon.
Yeah.
That's like that one comes up when we provide examples a lot, because somebody had like MCon in Nanaimo was like, "Oh my god, you played Bahamut Lagoon," and it's like, we've never heard that before or since.
Exactly.
You know, we kind of talked about that on when we had you guys on for our video game streaming our video game episode. But it is playing the obscure tunes more rewarding to you?
When it gets kind of cred, I think. Like, I mean, it's always nice to be like the nerd who like knows what's hip and like plays the track that nobody expected to hear. But then like if it just falls on deaf ears, it's kind of meh.
No.
Fair. That's super fair. Yeah.
If you're hoping that one person gets it.
We just want that one guy who knew Bahamut Lagoon to be in every audience that we ever have.
You got to put somebody in the audience to just yell something.
There's an element of discovery about it as well, because like when we go looking for these tunes that we want to play, or one of us learns or something and is like, oh god, that's so good, we want to play it. Like part of it is also introducing people to tunes who didn't necessarily realize that, oh yeah, this game has some banging music. I should go listen to that.
Yeah.
How often does that happen, out of curiosity? Like, when you guys are in the midst of like brainstorming on what tunes you want to do, how often does somebody go, I don't even know that tune at all, or I don't even know that game?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
We
draw on everybody.
So many.
Sorry, go ahead, Allan.
Yeah.
I don't know so many of the games we play. Never heard of them until this time.
Yeah, we kind of draw on everybody's strengths and use everyone's gaming experience to put together some of these arrangements and stuff like that.
Have you guys picked up and played any of these games that you've learned from your bandmates and really enjoyed them? Like
I think the big one for me is like I was not a console gamer, and so a lot of those classics I had not played. So I played the music from Super Mario RPG before I ever played the game. But like getting to know and love the music from playing it made it mean something even more when I was actually playing the game. Same thing with Final Fantasy VI, or like other stuff that I'd never played. So it's kind of nice to have that reverse connection of knowing and loving the music first, and then seeing it in context and realizing like, this is why people love Chrono Trigger.
For sure, yeah.
Right.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
And I'm sure there's a part where you're playing the game and you're like, we totally play that better than that.
Better than the Super Nintendo could recreate. Yeah.
My synth sounds a little fuller than that.
The lick I play, I just put a little bit of harmonic on that one line. I wish they'd thought about it instead of me. That's cool.
It's more human.
Oh, quite.
More the human touch.
Shall we wind her down? Let's get out of here for real. We've had everybody's ear for a while, and I think everybody should get out of here and for real end the stream. Is that reasonable, guys?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Sure. Just want to make sure that everybody knows to go and grab the album. They can use the command the fast. Good. I'll just drop it in the chat one last time. Do make sure you go and get that album. Of course, it's available on Bandcamp in its fullest expression, and is also available for listening in its lesser expression on all streaming platforms. And there are more albums to come. Also, we have like a new shirt design coming up that we would have loved to show you, but unfortunately, the artist has a couple of more adjustments to make. It's not quite ready, but we do expect to be announcing that on our social media. So please go and follow us on social media so you can, find out about that. It's really cool. It's basically like us with like a moon side kind of theme to the art style and stuff like that. It's really gorgeous. A local artist has been working very hard on it, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to release it on a shirt and things like that, and we want people to be able to get it. So follow us on social media to see that. And we have a Discord. I don't have the link handy, unfortunately. Actually, I can probably just get one here. Invite people. Yeah, I just want to make sure people get into our Discord, because that is where we are trying to spread most of our activity these days. Social media has its disadvantages, and Discord is just so much more personal, and we can have like real conversations with everybody, with our fans, with our friends, and stuff like that. And so it's a much more interactive community that we're trying to build on a little bit more. So the more people we see in our Discord, the happier we'll be. Yeah, and I think that's really it. Oh, I do have a couple of bonus stage things that I want to share as well.
Go for it.
Some of you may have seen released today, or released this week rather. Super Madness has come out with their most recent album as well, and we'll be hosting a listening party for them next Friday. And I believe that is also going to be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific as well. Coming up April 10th, and I haven't announced the lineup or the event or anything on social media, but we are going to be coming up on the anniversary of Bonus Stage Virtual VGM Fest, whatever you want to call it. It'll be 1 year since we started doing this on the channel, and what we have confirmed of the lineup so far is very exciting, and so I can't wait to announce that formally. But do save the date, April 10th. It's going to be a real beautiful time. There's going to be tears and smiles and all sorts of wonderful things. So thank you again to the community who has supported this channel and everything that's happened on it so far. It means a lot that we're coming up to a year of momentous streams, and I just want to personally say thank you to everybody for that.
Yeah, you do some fun stuff on this channel. This is awesome.
Side note, did you complete Celeste?
I completed the story. I'm going back and collecting strawberries, as well as doing some of the B-side. Well, some of the B-sides. The B-sides. It's becoming less and less engaging for me as I just like hit my head against the brick wall. That is a challenging platformer, but I do want to finish the game. I just also want to maybe do another game. It's been going for a while, you know. It's a challenging game, and I don't want to just like embarrass myself on stream for that many hours, you know.
The moment I beat that game, I deleted it. Like I'm done with that. That felt great. Good. It was an achievement. As long as I can say the words "I completed Celeste," that was enough to include me in conversations. Perfect.
As long as I got some cool anecdotes.
That's exactly. Don't ask me any deeper, but yeah.
Anecdotes.
Anecdotes.
Anecdotes. Awesome, guys. Well, we really, really, really appreciate being included in tonight. Being
I had so much fun.
Part of your big day. That's a big deal to us to be included with your fans, but just to be able to roll this out with you guys, a lot of fun. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for and you've been pretty proactive about reaching out to us and stuff like that and wanting to be involved. And so I do want to say thank you for that. But also I want to make sure that everybody in the chat knows to go and follow you on your own channel, because you do have lots of really interesting conversations and as well as gaming and things like that. And so it's best that some of the there's really supportive people in the VGM scene, and I think they would benefit greatly from awareness of your channel and following you and tuning in when you have things live. It's just really wonderful what you're doing as well. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very, very much, Josh.
Thanks so much, dude. Like, we talk about like what we are, and we want to be is just a community of friends that support each other. That's 100% like our entire MO. So connecting with you guys and stuff like that, it's all just a big happy family. So everybody watching now is now a Retrologist. That's how it works.
Oh, so, we've all been absorbed by the conglomerate.
Yeah.
We've all been absorbed.
You guys are on the ground floor, though.
Yeah,
gelatinous cube.
If you have any nostalgia about Saturday morning cartoons, if you've got nostalgia about next Thursday, we're doing an episode on WWF. If you remember the '80s WWF. WCW, and now getting into MMA and UFC, the comparisons between, you know, back in the day entertainment versus now entertainment. That's the stuff we like to celebrate, is not just the retro, but how it got us to where we are and what it can, how it can influence the future. It's the whole conversation, and that's what we just love to do, is hang out and talk about subjects. So if you like Saturday morning cartoons, you like video game music, if you like movies that were made into video games or games that were made into movies, and you like talking about how terrible either of those situations are back in the day,
Spoiler, they're both terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiler.
They're all right.
Spoilers. Then you are a Retrologist, and you are welcome to come and hang with us anytime and chat that stuff with us. So thank you.
Yeah.
And cereal mascots. Great idea.
Cereal.
Great idea.
Oh man, that's a great idea for a stream.
There we go.
Yeah. Cool guys. Well then, I'm going to close up. Is there anything else, Danny?
I think we covered everything. I had so much fun. Great. Thank you everybody for watching. Good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks, y'all.
So nice to have you be here.
Thank you.
Go buy the album. We love you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Video games.